I bet you're wondering how we got here. Accidentally doing 5d6 thunder damage to my neighbor's house, and deafening all the alley cats in the process. Well, I'm excited to say that I'm back with some of my absolute favorite people on this planet, and we joined forces again to spend some quality time together and to make some great Secret Santa holiday videos for you all. I'd be lying if I said this process was a breeze, but the amount of laughter and creativity that was flowing makes up for all of the mishaps and overbaked Sculpting. With time and distance, sending a gift wasn't really an option for our group, so as the Secret Santa, we opted to choose an item from the Dungeon Master Guide that our person would make as opposed to sending them a gift. This was all undisclosed information, and honestly, we couldn't have done it without the help of a very special person in our hobby space, and that's Brent from Goobertown Hobbies. Maybe we should take a second and hand the mic over to Brent real quick so you can get an inside peek at who's choosing for who.
Ho, 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 it is Santa time. Trent will be gifting Raquel. Raquel will be gifting Luke. Luke will be gifting Bill. And Bill will be gifting Trent. Happy holidays, everyone.
So now that you're a little more caught up, we can discuss the item's properties, my thought process, and actual construction. This thing, as the thumbnail said, is the Horn of Blasting, which is located on page 174 of the Dungeon Master's Guide, and is listed as a rare Wanderous item. It does 5d6 thunder damage, plus the target is deafened on a failed save, or half as much damage and no hearing loss on a successful save. Objects and creatures made of glass or crystal take 10d6 thunder damage instead of 5d6 on a failed save. And there's a 20% chance every time you use this thing that the horn itself explodes, dealing 10d6 fire damage to the blower and destroying the horn. So, needless to say, it's a bit of a risky move all around. But can you imagine the party's tank with one of these things around? A juiced up barb with a deep well of hit points just waiting to play their own rendition of the Bikini Bottom Superband rendition of the song Sweet Victory. Right? I mean, can you imagine a crystal construct? So cool. Seems like an epic moment to me. In fact, I would throw crystal constructs at my players just to watch them make rose quartz rain from the heavens from all the thunderous explosions. So now that it's all painted up and dry, we can have that satisfying removal of the masking tape. Or so I thought. That didn't turn out very well. Time for Plan B, which should have been Plan A, but you live and learn. I decided to cover this thing with a bunch of pretty fabrics, which I think more effectively replicate the very colorful and festive book art better than I could have hand-painted it anyways. So I'm not at all mad about this pivot. I think there were several issues with the way I painted this slick, hard plastic. I did indeed prime it with a Rattlecam primer that said it was made for plastics. Well, I think everything has its limitations. For one, I should have waited a day and let the primer really dry and cure before putting any masking tape over top, and before I primed it, I should have ran some sandpaper over it to give the surface some tooth for the primer to grab onto. This plastic was extremely slick, and I think the masking tape mishap was mostly human error. Moving forward, I knew that I needed to replicate the glorious lion's head at the mouth of this horn, and while I don't think I could sculpt a realistic lion head, I didn't have to, for two reasons. One, it's very stylized in the book art, and two, it's my piece, so I can do whatever I want with it. Always take liberties when making art. I decided to use Sculpey, but to be honest with you, if I had the amount of green stuff I would have needed, I might have used that instead. Sculpting right on top of the horn would have been nice, but I made do with what I had, and I'm still working through this 1.5 pounds of original Sculpey, aka fingerprints everywhere. No worries though, this used up a good chunk, and soon we will be on to trying Super Sculpey. In terms of painting the lion, I inadvertently drew some inspiration from Simba, and when I realized that, I attempted to tone it down a little bit, but not too much. I wanted to keep the cartoonish vibe as I enjoyed the juxtaposition of how deadly this item in the game can actually be. One thing I did not include from the book was the strap. For whatever reason, I just wasn't feeling like making or adding one to it. That may change in the future, and I might add one, but for now, it's fine how it is. I did include the flag from the beginning though, and you will see that in the final shots of this item. My goals for this project were first and foremost to have a good time with my friends, but also make something I would be proud to show someone and display on my bookshelf. Also, who knows what kind of cosplay journeys I will go on next year, and this Horn of Blasting might be the perfect accompaniment to my character. Needless to say, I had the best time with my wildly talented friends, and I am blown away by their abilities to realize the objects that were chosen for them. We had a final meeting for this project where we all sat down and revealed what we made to each other. It had been a week or so of keeping this a secret, and I think all of us were itching to share.
We do like a countdown?
Yeah. 3,
Hang
2...
on.
Oh.
I am recording. It's
okay. All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh my
Oh.
god. That is fantastic.
Yes.
Oh,
Raquel, put on the mask.
I don't know where to look right now. But my ponytail.
Oh, look at that thing.
Wow.
That is awesome.
That's very good.
And of course, I'll let you hear what they made.
These are the eyes of the eagle.
I've made the hand and eye of Vecna.
I got the cubic gate. That is really awesome.
Can you play it?
Will you make it make noise for us?
It's like,
Yeah.
okay, it's only 5:40. Okay, ready? It's been a good Secret Santa. Perhaps next year we can go for an even bigger project.
Happy holidays, everyone.
Happy holidays!
Happy holidays!
Ah,
Bye.
see, that was good. That was good.
Please ignore me looking like an absolute dumpster fire, but I'm recording this video because I'm on an extreme time crunch to get this done, and I just want to have this video that I'm recording right now as a nice, satisfying ending or beginning, or I just want to look at this video when I'm done and be like, wow, good job. So that's that.